Good morning, students. So welcome back to your online class. In the last session, that means in our last class 3, we have studied about, or we came to know about the story about, the Pandavas, what did they do, like in the game of the dice, what was the punishment they have got. And when they were wandering in the forest, what did Yudhishthira said to his brother, and what did the other 3 brothers followed the Nakula. Like this, it was happened in our last session, that is in our class 3. But today, in our class 4, okay, this is your online class 4th session. In our class 4 session, we'll see that how did Yudhishthira will manage to get back his brothers to their home. Let us see. See, after another anxious wait, that means at last what did Yudhishthira did? In the last class I have told, Yudhishthira sent Bhimasena to see what these 3 brothers are met with in a danger. But again, the Bhimasena did not follow the warning of the voice, but still he took the water and he felt dead. He seems to be dead. Puzzled and worried that his brother did not return, Yudhishthira himself proceeded in the direction of his brother. That means he just got puzzled. That means he was not able to know what to do. It's just puzzled. Puzzled means, see, all 4 brothers who went to see the other brother, they didn't even return. That means all 4 brothers definitely would have been facing any danger. Isn't it? That is what Yudhishthira felt, and he just went inside. And that means he just took a way where these brothers were being. When he came near the pool, he saw his 4 brothers lying on the ground. That means when he came to that position, that means spot, he saw his all 4 brothers laying on the near the pool on the ground. To all appearances dead. That means to see them, they were seems to be dead. He was shocked. Yudhishthira got shocked. He got into the pool to quench his thirst. That means he just went inside the pool to take the water. At once the voice warned him. Again the voice had warned him, telling that your brother died because they did not heed my words. What do you mean by heed, students? Heed is nothing but listening to somebody. Understood? See, the voice is telling that warning, the voice is giving the warning that, see, your brother seems to be dead. The brothers are dead. Why? Because they did not heed my words. That means they did not listen to my words. So do not follow them. Answer my question first and then quench your thirst. Please, you don't follow them. Before that, you answer my question and then then quench your thirst. This pool is mine. The pool owner is saying that this pool is mine. Please answer my question and then quench your thirst. Since your brother did not follow all these things, so that is the reason they are dead. Yudhishthira knew that this could be none other than the word of Yaksha and guessed what had happened to his brothers. That means Yudhishthira guessed that definitely this voice would be Yaksha's. Yaksha is nothing but Yamadharmaraya is Yaksha. Understood? He is not seen, but his words would have been listened. Yudhishthira knew that this none other than the words of Yaksha and guessed that what had happened to his brother. And he got a guess that what had happened to his brother. He saw the possible way of redeeming the situation and he said the bodiless voice, please ask your question. And the voice put the question rapidly one after the another. Yudhishthira now he came to know that the words is none other than it could be Yaksha. Yaksha means Yamadharmaraya. Understood? So Yamadharmaraya who? Yamadharmaraya is a god of deaths, isn't it? See, if the person want to get his death, obviously Yamadharmaraya would have been come to take his, what they say, would have been came to take his breath. Understood? So check your that is what Yudhishthira is telling. Please ask the question. And Yaksha started asking the question rapidly. Rapidly means in the very fast mode. See, there is a comprehension part in page number 4. Before getting to the next paragraph, let us read what is the comprehension which is given here. Why did Arjuna see? What did Arjuna see when he got to the pool? What did Arjuna see, children? Arjuna saw that two brothers were laying dead near the pool. So he got anxiety and he just wanted to kill the person who had made brother to die. Understood? So what do you think? The voice did not allow Arjuna to drink the water. Why? Because the voice needed the answer from the Arjuna, because the pool belongs to Yaksha, isn't it? Why did invisible being laughed at Arjuna? That means Arjuna. Why did that invisible voice started to laugh at Arjuna? Why? Because Arjuna was shooting the arrow to the place where the voice is reaching it, and from the way the voice is getting him. Understood? So that was the reason the Yaksha was laughing. What was the warning of Yaksha to Yudhishthira? What did the warning that the Yaksha gave to Yudhishthira? Yaksha gave the warning to Yudhishthira, telling that, see, without listening my words, all your four brothers are dead near the pool. So better you listen my words and then quench your thirst. Answer my question first. If your answer satisfied me, only then I'm going to allow you to take the water from my pond. Why? Because I am the owner of this pond. That was the warning which was given by an Yaksha to Yudhishthira. Did Yudhishthira follow that? Yes. Yudhishthira followed the words of Yaksha. Why? Because before quenching the thirst is nothing but, than thirst, these four brothers were important to Yudhishthira. Understood? So thirst can be, because he is the only single person, he had to get back the other four brothers. If he wanted to, if he need to be satisfied, that means drinking the water from a pond, then even he'll be dead. So no other hand will come and help these Pandavas to get back to their lives. The one and only the person could help the four brothers to get up as Yudhishthira. So Yudhishthira decided that whatever my need it could be, how much ever thirst I would have been feeling, but let me answer the question of Yaksha, whatever the question it arises. So this was there in Yudhishthira's mind. So being an elder brother, he has to get all four brothers to his family back. So that is what Yudhishthira did. So let's see what is the another question here. Do you have any difference between Arjuna and Yudhishthira in their response of the invisible voice? Yes, there was the difference. Why? Because after listening to the invisible voice, Arjuna, he started shooting the arrows. So why? Because he was in anxiety to kill that person. But Yudhishthira was knowing that that voice is none other than Yaksha. So he just wanted to listen the words. That means he was with patient, isn't it? With patience, he was listening the words of Yaksha and he wanted to give the answer to get back the four brothers. Why do you think all brothers fell unconscious when they drank the water? Why? Because they did not listen the warning of the Yaksha. Somehow they have to quench the thirsty water. That was the water itself. What's it say? It is kind of after drinking the water, they are going to fell asleep. The water has that power. Why? Because the Yaksha spawned it is. Understood? So let us see what are the questions which has been asked by Yaksha to Yudhishthira. It asks, what makes sunshine every day? What do you feel that? What makes you sunshine every day? Yudhishthira replied, the power of God. Is it true, no students? What makes you sunshine every day? Why? Because why you and me people are seeing sun and moon every day? Why? Because we still believe that our ancestors things, models of accepting the astrology, the planets, everything on the scientific way also, on the other end of astrological way also, we both the things we are believing it. And we believe there is a power of God. Yes, you and me, when we are in trouble, definitely one or the other person will come and help us. That means we should see the God in each one of the person. Only then, the good society will be formed. That is what Yudhishthira is answered here. The power of God. Due to the power of God, only sun shines every day. What rescues man in danger? That means what will help a man in danger to come out of the danger? Yudhishthira quickly answered, courage. Obviously, when there is a problem in front of us, if we hide and sit, do that problem will be solved by itself, or it doesn't come to us. If there's a problem which has been said, this problem should be solved by Kavya. That means Kavya only shall solve this problem. If the problem is entered in my life, I should face the problem and I should get rid of it. Isn't it? Rather than I should not depend upon any others one to solve my life problem. The same thing, that courage should be there in each one of us to come out of the danger. For example, the COVID. Due to COVID, from last 1.5 years, we are not seeing each other. So we are just going on through all online portions, but today what we are, somehow we are, we are rescued by this COVID by putting a vaccination. So that showing the courage to get the vaccinated, that is, main strength, isn't it? If we hide and sit somewhere, does COVID virus does not reach us? Definitely it will reach in one or the other way. So if we get vaccinated with a courageous mode, obviously we can come out of this COVID. So that is the example which I have given you. But as per Yudhishthira, as per Yaksha's question, what rescues man in danger? Yudhishthira replied, it's only the courage. What are more nobly sustaining than earth? Yudhishthira said, the mother who brings up the children. So who has more patience, children? None other than your mother. Why? Because whatever naughty things you do, whatever you do mischievous or whatever it is, only the person can tell, okay, for some time she would be in a strict mood, and later then she might console you and convince you by telling that you should not do this, do that. So constantly, sustainably, only the one person, the mother, can resist in all the situation. Nobody, either nor your father also, nor your sister, nor your brother, nor your relative, anybody. If you do something, definitely there will be another person telling that this person has done a sin, so please don't talk to him. So this type of a word or a society what we have, but only the mothers say that, my son or a daughter, I have not did anything. It only due to the circumstances they might have been reacted in that way. So they are not a bad people. They are not a bad children, isn't it? Only the mother can console and sustainably help a children to bringing up in this way. Is it true or false? It's true, isn't it? You can just have a think on it. Next question. What is faster than wind? What is faster than wind, children? It's nothing. It's your and our mind. So mind thinks many things, within a fraction of a second. Or if you close your eyes, this enchanted pool doesn't come to your mind. Only the pages of Twitter. Can I see the Twitter page or Facebook page or Google? Isn't it? Or else can I play this the game? All these things will come within a fraction of a second. All your thoughts will be on your eyelids, isn't it? So not this enchanted pool. I bet you that you won't get this enchanted pool, children. Definitely all the pages of the social medias, it will be there. That's how your mind runs, isn't it? It is just faster than a wind. To blow a wind, at least it takes a fraction seconds. But your mind instantly and constantly, it will be to that level. Understood? Mind, Yudhishthira replied, what befriends a traveler? What is the best friend for the traveler? When you're traveling from one place to another, what do you feel? Talking to each other, it is not the best traveler. Why? Because the person would have some other thing to discuss, or he has some other thing. Well, few people, they don't even like to talk to the other persons while traveling. Why? Because they have to enjoy the traveling by sleeping or sitting next to the window, getting the good breeze, everything. But who can be the best friend is none other than the books, the learning. Learning a book or reading a book will be the best traveler, because the thing is, either we should just roam around the world to see how's the world. If not, at least we have to see or read the book, what it has been written across the world, what it says. Through these things only will come across how is the world is. So who is the best friend for the traveler? It's nothing but learning. If we keep on reading the books, that is the best traveler. Who is the friend of one who stay at home? Who is the best friend at home? For a married couples, for a husband, it will be a wife, and wife, it will be a husband. You know, the wife is a person who stays 24/7 at home by doing all the works, cookery works, everything. From morning, she'll get up, she'll, she'll bake a breakfast, serves, husband and her children. Later, then, will she have or not? Next, the cup of tea or coffee will be ready to serve to her husband. Later on, she'll pack all the office things to husband's bag and school things to your bag, and she'll send you to the schools and offices. Isn't it? So this is how the wife works starts from morning. Morning she'll get up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. But from 6 o'clock, she'll be concentrating only on you both works. That is husband and children works. She won't even think about herself. She won't even think about our nature of her body, whether she is feeling sick or whether she is healthy to do all those things. But somehow she'll be managing every day to do all this day-to-day job to you people. But never you people will recognize what is the role of a wife or role of a mother would be. Please, children, understand what is your mother is doing for you. So please help her in the way, whichever the way you can help her, because since the online class is going on, I know that you have got plenty of time. If you sit for 2 hours for studies, it's a high time for you. But rest 22 hours, in that 10 hours sleep, I know. But rest 10 hours means another 12 hours you'll be having at your home. So please help her in all the way. Let her take a rest so that you can do the things what you need it. Meanwhile, you can study also. Okay. So here comes, who is the friend one who stays at home is, the wife is the answer which has been given by the Yudhishthira. Next, who accompanies the man in death? Who accompanies? If the person is dead, whether you and me can accompany him till heaven or this thing? No. I'm sorry, children. Only the dharma, what he has been followed all these years, only that could accompany him to his place. Isn't it? See, if we did good things, the good deeds will follow us. That takes us to heaven. Understood? If we did all the time the bad deeds, obviously we'll be falling into hell. Isn't it? So this is what Yudhishthira answered. Only dharma alone will accompany a man in a death. If the person is dead, the person should speak good about him. That means whatever he had done in the past, that will be recap. It will be a recap on the person's death. Isn't it? That is what dharma. Understood? So next, which is the biggest vessel? Biggest vessel means a big container. The earth which contains all within itself, it's a great vessel. Yeah. Is it true or not? Yes. It is very much true that earth itself, it's a big container where it has all kind of a species, including living beings and the human beings. It has rock, plants, trees, different species, different varieties of species, water, human beings, everything it has. So earth itself, it's a big container or a vessel, what you just had been answered. What is happiness? Yaksha asked. Happiness is a result of good conduct. Happiness, it's nothing but it's a result of good conduct. Good conduct is nothing but if you have done good thing for somebody. For example, today morning, I have helped a person who was not having, penny to have his food. I gave him, 10 rupees or 20 rupees. But that makes you happy. That makes you feel proud. Okay, in that 20 rupees, I can just take a cup of tea and a bun. So that one day, half a day meal or, morning breakfast, you can finish by that 20 rupees. That is what a good conduct, what you have done to that person. That brings you happiness. Not getting a good BMW cars or Audi cars to go here and there. Please help the needy people who are really in the different, difficult and different situation to live their life. What is that abounding which man becomes loved by all? What is that abounding? Abounding means it's like headway what we tell. It's none other than pride for abounding the man will be loved by all. That means the pride what he carries, if that pride is more, obviously the man will be abounding, the man will, that is the abounding what the man would have been got from the loved one. What is the loss which brings the joy, not a sorrow? What is the loss which brings a joy, not a sorrow? The loss itself, it says, okay, losing something it's bitterly a sorrow part. But what is Eksha's question is, what is the loss that gets a man's joy? By losing that, the man will be happy. That, the Yudhishthira said that anger, giving it up, will no longer subjected to sorrow. The anger is nothing but, getting that thing, anxiety, anger, that person has did something to me, so I'm going to kill that person in the next fraction of a second. That anger should just go out. You have to let it go. Only then the joy part will be there with you. Understood? So what is that giving up which man becomes wealthy? If that one thing, if the man gives up, means that person will become wealthy. What is that? He says desire. What did Yudhishthira say? Desire. If he gives that desire, what do you mean by desire? I want that, I want this, I want that. I want BMW, I need this, this clothes, I need this sari, I need this jewel. That desire, wanting things what the human beings are more and more filled up with. Obviously, we need, education. So, see, that is the healthy way. The education, hospitality, services, all these are in the healthy way. These desires are. And there are few desires which says that I need, plot, or I need a building, or I need a, jewels, certain jewels, or I need that BMW car, I need this, I should be the owner. All this desire, wanting things, if you give that, the person will become a wealthy. Understood? So, what makes one real Brahman? Is it a birth or the good conduct of learning? Answer decisively. See, if the person becomes a Brahman means it's a class of family. It's from the what it says, those persons who have come from the heads of Brahma. What makes you Brahmin? Whether doing a good conduct or taking a birth in the Brahmin family. So now Yudhishthira will answer for that. Birth and learning do not make a Brahman. Obviously, either a birth or a learning, you have learned so many Vedas, you learned so many Upanishads, that doesn't make a Brahman. The good conduct alone does. Only the good conduct, what is the good nature of doing, what service he has given to the society, how is he? So that makes him a Brahmin. However, the learned person may be, and he will not be a Brahmin, and if he is the slave of bad habits. The learned person could also be a Brahmin, but if he is a lover of the bad habits, then he couldn't be a Brahmin. So only the good conduct, if you do good conduct or good thoughts or good thinking, good service to the society, only then the person will become a Brahmin, not only by taking birth or not by learning Vedas and Upanishads or Parayanas, nothing by that. Only through the good conduct, the person will become a Brahmin, and that was the answer which is given by the Yudhishthira. So all this question and answers task was completed by Eksha, he was graced with the answers of Yudhishthira. And let us see in our next class, what did Eksha gave to Yudhishthira. After receiving all the answer, will Eksha have got the answers what he was looked in front of Yudhishthira, or what was the answer he was expected? Let us see this thing in our next class, and in the class number 5 exactly. So in the class number 5, let us see what is the result of answering all these questions to Eksha. Thank you, children. Have a great day.